Welcome back to Big Mouth, and fancy seeing you here. Yeah, excuse the glasses, but it was a very heavy night last night. I saw the New Year's in. I really enjoyed myself, but I'm really feeling the effects today. So sorry about this. Yes, Warner Brothers owe a debt to Zack Snyder. You cut Batman v Superman. You never marketed it properly. You never told the public what the film was going to be. You should have released the Ultimate Edition as the theatrical cut. You owe him that you then booted him off of Justice League, and then you created this Justice League, which didn't work for anyone. You owe him the Snyder Cut. We must have the Snyder Cut in 2019. The audience demands it. We deserve it. He deserves this. Zack Snyder has been so respectful since everything that's happened. Forget that. He lost his daughter as well in the middle of all this nonsense. Zack Snyder deserves to be back on this franchise. Now, if you don't want him to run the franchise, that's fine. But at least give him something. At least let him have the Snyder Cut. He deserves that. We all know the Snyder Cut is a much better movie than the Justice League. You know that, and I know that, and Warner Brothers know that. I understand that Warner Brothers have brought in Walter Hamada now, and they've learnt a lot of lessons. That's been proven with the outstanding Aquaman. I get it. But you can't let it end this way. Warner Brothers, you've had a fabulous relationship with Zack Snyder for many, many years. He's an artist. He's an asset to you. And you owe him this debt of the Snyder Cut. Ring him up today and tell him to put together his cut of Justice League. Get him to ring up everyone who worked with him to put this together. Tell him to bring in Junkie XL to do a fabulous soundtrack. Another massive betrayal was booting Junkie off this project. Now, I'm not saying I don't like the soundtrack for the Justice League, but come on, you can't compare to Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL. Their music is beautiful. This whole situation could have been avoided if you just showed some faith in the man. What is the worst thing that would have happened? A bunch of bloggers and critics would have slaughtered you yet again. So what? If you do your calculations and your maths, you'll know Zack's cut of Justice League would have made more money than Justice League. You know that. I've calculated at least a couple of 100 million more. Now, that's not a great deal in terms of box office, but I tell you what, it's better than what you got. And it would have been a great entry into the DCEU. Because as far as I'm concerned, Man is still great. Batman v Superman, great. Suicide Squad, okay. Wonder Woman, great. And then you've got Justice League, which opens up with that terrible CGI lip for Henry Cavill. Now, I don't like what's happened. I don't. And as much as I'm happy with Aquaman, I feel very uncomfortable about the Justice League still being out there. You released a film that was not fit for purpose. Yes, I enjoy elements of the film. I enjoy the interactions between the characters. And I could still go back and rewatch it. But come on, Warner Brothers. Let's do this. Let's release the Snyder Cut for a theatrical release. And let's show the world what the DC family is all about. Give this man what he deserves. Let him have this. Now, if you don't want to use him again, fair enough. But I think it's your loss. All you have to do when you give him any other DC original content is to give him a strong writing team and let him do the work with his directing. You know, Zack Snyder's an asset, a massive asset. And I'm sorry, you owe him the Snyder Cut. I want to hear in the next couple of months that you have called him up to put together his cut of Justice League. It's what he deserves. It's what we need as a fandom. We put up a lot of shit from bloggers, critics, sites, haters. But now it's time. It's time to right the wrong of booting Zack Snyder off of Justice League. It's time to give us that cut, to show us. Now, the guessing and investigations and the conspiracy theories have been fun, but I'm getting bored of that now. I want to see that damn film once and for all. Whatever it is, but we deserve to see that film. So I want to see the Justice League Snyder Cut. Don't you?